Hello, hello. I think we are live and alive. Welcome back to Helsinki. This is Kulkia Explores and right now we are behind the Parliament building and there is quite famous Storyville restaurant that is playing copyrighted music, of course. What a great way to start this live stream. So hello everyone, welcome. So a little bit of extempore walk tonight. I was not planning this, but I saw a couple of friends earlier tonight and then I realized that it might be quite good evening, like weather-wise and otherwise as well, to have a little live stream. So as you can see, weather tonight is quite dry. There shouldn't be any rain showers coming, but you never know. But I'm not having my umbrella with me tonight, so fingers crossed that there will be no rain later. So there you go, the other side of the Parliament building, and also the moon is right there. So guys, let me check the comments. Yeah, we are having, yeah, now the comments are coming. Hello Gabriel, good evening. And MK is tuning in. Hi guys, welcome. We are enjoying the moon. I think the last night was super moon, but now it's getting like a regular normal moon. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Where's my zoom? There it is. There's the moon. Not that great quality, but you probably have seen the moon before. But yeah, moon and the Parliament building. So we are exploring Töölö at the moment, and I think we are going towards Kamppi and then maybe Ullanlinna, and then coming back to city center from there. So I think it's about 1 hour or a little bit more this evening. I mean, the length of the live stream I have planned for you. Alan is walking with us, hello, and Roswitha as well. Good evening to Germany, nice to have you here. So, and of course my tests for iPhone 16 continues. So right now I'm not having the external microphone and it's a bit windy evening. So if the wind starts to make noise, a lot of noise, then I can put the microphone on, external mic on. But right now I'm just using the iPhone microphone. Yeah, it sounds windy, probably. It's maybe I should use the external microphone because it is better in windy conditions, and I know it doesn't sound so good, but it's like a balancing between wind noise and my voice. So just a moment, I'll plug the microphone in. moment, please. Just like Big Clive always says. Alright, the microphone should be on right now. So let me know if you can hear me and maybe a little bit less wind. So here we go. And a little bit of camera testing. This is the wide angle. Let's see, it might be a little bit worse quality with the wide angle, but let's test it because this is the first time I'm testing this new iPhone at night. So the tests continue. Yeah, I would like to give you more of that background noise and ambient sound, but usually, at least for me, if the live stream is having a lot of wind noise, then it's almost impossible to follow or watch because it's so overpowering noise. So let's try this setup for now. There is Presidenti Hotel, part of the Sokos Hotel chain. Let's go over across the street. Markus, good evening and welcome. A little bit of extempore live stream tonight, but I think we will have a fairly nice walk tonight. It's about 10 degrees right now in Helsinki, so quite warm evening. I have my gloves with me, but right now they are not on. But I think soon it gets colder and I have to put them on. Okay, thank you. Good to hear that you can still hear some ambient noise or sounds. So I'm trying to think about a route that we haven't taken lately. Maybe we go this way because we often see Mannerheimintie, but maybe not this part of Kamppi so much. And people celebrating Friday evening. Quite a lot of people still out. but of course not as much as what we had in summer. Yes, Gabriel, I'm planning my New Year's Eve live, but it might be a little bit different this year, but I don't want to reveal anything because I'm still planning it, and I don't want to like over promise things that I can't deliver to you. But yes, New Year's Eve live stream is a tradition already, and it is of course one of the most popular live streams on my channel. And in New Year's Eve there is a lot of things to see and a lot of people out there partying and having good time, so it's always a pleasure and interesting live stream to show you. The guy said, "Don't put me on YouTube." But sorry, you are already there. No privacy on the streets of Helsinki when kulkija is walking there. There you go. So this is Annankatu, if I remember right. Usually you always walk on Mannerheimintie and not so much via these smaller streets. There is Fatser Cafe on the other side of the street, and what do we have here? There is another construction site and the street is blocked. And Vepsäläinen furniture store. That chair looks quite comfy. 506 euros. I can't see what brand it is, but looks very comfy and stylish. And there is Paavo Tunnel lamp, and it is 800 euros. Quite nice and famous design. Yeah, backstreets are always more interesting, and I always try to find new streets that I don't usually use when I'm live streaming. some sort of Volt driver hotspot right there. And of course our favorite building, Hotelli Torni, right there. Should we zoom in? There you go. Tower of Torni right there. And the Atelier Bar, rooftop bar, probably the most famous rooftop bar in Helsinki. Yeah, Markus, we can check Stockman. Let's take a little turn to left on the next intersection, and then we should be able to see Stockman. But after that, I think I would like to continue towards Ullanlinna. Always happy to see that the bike lane is not blocked by parked cars. Sometimes it is, and sometimes people or car drivers don't realize that they should park like this and leave the bike lane open. And yes, Gabriel, you are welcome. Matti Klinge is or was an amazing author, an amazing historian, and he has quite extensive work. He did a quite extensive work during his life, so a lot to read. But I don't know if they have translated many books by him. But at least if you know a little bit Finnish, then you might find interesting books by Matti Klinge. Yeah, just checking your comments because I have to pay attention where I'm walking. But on the other hand, I always want to read your comments because I of course appreciate a lot of you guys tuning in and commenting my live streams and other videos. Yeah, Mannerheimintie seems to be quite busy still, and probably one of the busiest corners of the city right here. There we go. There is Stockman, and on this side you can see the old facade that was spared back in the day when Stockmann was built, but actually there is nothing old inside this building. It's just the facade left. So quite interesting little detail from history of Helsinki right there. And Svenska Teatern and a Hesburger, of course. Oh, I didn't know that the Danish embassy is right here. So quite nice location for an embassy. Usually Nordic countries have their embassies in Kaivopuisto, and they own the buildings, but in this case Danish embassy is in that building. Robert's Coffee is still open, so until 22. So that's nice because there aren't so many cafes open this late in city center. Most of them close around 5 or 6 p.m. but that one is open a little bit later. Quite nice atmosphere right now. You can definitely feel the autumn, but it's not that painfully cold yet. So quite nice weather to walk. Oh no. And you get random drunk people yelling. But that's probably something you want to see and experience, because already more than 20 people have tuned in. So welcome everyone. Let's head towards Korkeavuoren katu, and maybe we see the Johanneksen kirkko church, and then we walk a little bit deeper to Ullanlinna. Okay, it's getting a little bit darker in here, so let's switch the camera. Hello DJ, welcome. Dimitri, welcome. And yes, it is okay to watch the replay a little bit later. You don't have to multitask. And okay, what's in there? It says avoimet ovet, which means open doors. I have never checked this before. It's a theater avoimet ovet right here. So always nice to check the courtyards if you can. So not much to see, it's just the entrance to the theater. Yeah. Let's go back. Nothing to see, nothing to see. Yes, Kotikatu was really a popular and famous TV series in Finland back in the 90s and maybe early 2000s. And I remember watching it every Thursday when I was a kid. And back then my family, we didn't live in Helsinki. We lived in a smaller town in in Savo region. So, and when I first time saw Korkeavuoren katu when I was a kid, I was like amazed that, oh, this is the filming location of Kotikatu. That this must be the heart of Helsinki. So it was just a so big experience for a kid to see the place in real life. And one of the characters in that TV series was a petrol station owner, and the petrol station in question was right there. Nowadays it's just like a pump. There is no more the service station, but it was right there, and I think it was filmed in location, so they actually filmed the TV series right there. But now that's gone. No more, like, not so many petrol stations in Helsinki downtown anymore. Or at least those like service stations where there are people working. And yes, a little bit later the Kotikatu show moved to Kallio. and I remember that as well because they had this like parade where they walked from here to Kallio. So back in the day when linear TV was still a big thing. There is the church, St. John's Church, Johanneksen kirkko in Finnish. And let's take a look if the Lighthouse book is still on sale, because the bookstore that we saw some time ago that was selling the Lighthouse book I haven't read before, and it should be right there on the left side. I doubt it that the Lighthouse book is still there, because they are quite popular books in Finland and probably some other fan has already bought it. Yeah, the 12 euro Lighthouse book. And actually the bookstore is a pop-up bookstore and it is quite rarely open. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to go there and buy the book. The Walk, a great name for a restaurant. Where is it? Is it still there, the bookstore? Because like I said, it was a sort of pop-up bookstore. Yeah, I think it's right here. Oh, they have a lot of Tove Jansson books and Moomin books now, and also Lille Prinsen right there, and Peppi Pitkätossu. Yeah, I think the Lighthouse book is gone. They have changed the setting what they have on the windscreen, on the like this window right here. Yeah, there is the opening time, so only between 1:30 and 5:30 from Tuesday to Friday, and right now they are having a autumn holiday. Yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll find the book later on some other bookstore. Yeah, the shop window display was completely changed after the last time we saw it. There is the terminus of tram number 10. It's always waiting here before it goes back to city center. But yeah, Korkeavuoren katu is quite nice because there is a lot to see. So many window displays and also like traditional stores and stores with a lot of history. Mulla on live YouTubeen. Joo.
Oliks mäkin just siinä?
Ei, mä kuvasin tonne oikealle puolelle.
Okei, näytti kyllä kuvasit suoraan, että ei
No niin. Yeah, she asks where I am filming or am I having a YouTube channel, and I told her that I'm doing a live stream right now. The lady with the dog. No attack. She was just curious. And usually it's a bit strange because usually no one cares or no one asks in Finland what I'm doing. But it might be the time and location, because they don't probably get too many YouTubers to this area this time of the evening, and this is not like a touristy spot right now. So it is understandable that people might be a little bit like interested in what I'm doing. Tehtaan katu, yes. Where to go next? Maybe one more block that way. And then we will turn back towards city center. And about the strangers taking interest, I don't usually interact with people that much, but this time I think she was like genuinely interested in what I'm doing, so that's why I answered her. And the moon is peeking behind the buildings, like a little bit of mist around the moon, or maybe it's fog, but and I think, yeah, yesterday was the super moon evening, and it really looked big last night, the moon. I thought around here there should be a new cafe, but I'm not exactly sure whether it was this street or some other street going this way. But I saw some TikTok videos about the new cafe somewhere around here. It was two young ladies, and they were the owners of that new cafe. And of course I'm hoping that the business is doing well, and because it's always tough to start a new business, and especially a cafe, because there are quite many cafes in Helsinki, a lot of competition. Let's see the chat. Oh yes, it is right here, the new cafe I was talking about. Yes, I was right about the location, and the cafe is called Meringue Cafe. And the owners are Anni and Aurora, and they are new here. So Meringue Cafe right there, and it's open between Wednesday and Sunday, and dogs are welcome. Yeah, I should visit this one sometime. There is even a little smiling octopus. That's cool. Do they have windows on this side too? Yeah, cafe and clam. That's cool. Maybe they sell dresses also. And yes, Gabriel, there used to be a lot of like small wooden buildings and neighborhoods in Helsinki, but I think many of those old neighborhoods were demolished before 1900, because that's when they started to build this Art Nouveau town of Helsinki. So this like brutalist 1916 and 1917 type of building might not be the reason why they demolished those old smaller wooden buildings, but it was actually the Art Nouveau style that came to Helsinki in the early 1900s. I think I was here last time when we were having a New Year's Eve live stream. I remember this street from there. Yeah, there was probably some wooden neighborhoods still left in 1950s, and for example Pasila used to be a wooden town up until 1980s. So that's of course one example that not every wooden part of the town was demolished by Art Nouveau, but some of those areas remained until 1960s, 70s and even 80s. So you got that right, that some of the wooden districts were demolished in 1970s and 80s. Right, maybe we don't want to go to Tehtaankatu just yet, but let's take this street instead. And yes, it's a shame that there were some periods of time when like almost everything was demolished. So if you ask me, you should spare something from every period of time, so that even the buildings that we consider now ugly, some of those buildings should be saved, because you never know what the next generations are thinking about those buildings. And yes, Turku is like a bad example of that a lot of like well-maintained wooden buildings were also demolished in Turku. Yeah, I think in Finnish it is often said that, or it is called Turun tauti, so like disease of Turku or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what was the most common nickname of that period of time, but yes, you are right that it is, and it was a thing in Finland. Wow, this is a quiet spot and quiet neighborhood. Yes. No tram traffic, and now there is one car coming, but not much more going on in this intersection. And there's Marmoripalatsi and it has no lights. Some outdoor lights are on, but no lights indoors. That's a bit strange because it is quite big building, and I think they were in process of renovating it. And okay, there is some lights going on and some lights turned on, but not much. A little bit of like Halloween vibe right there. So let's see what's going on near the Flatiron building of Helsinki. Always interesting to see that building. Not much going on, just people walking their dogs. Ooh, a little bit of Christmas lights already. I think it's a little bit too early. But if you say that those are autumn lights, I think then it's okay. Hello, Raven, welcome. Nice to have you here. A little bit of evening stroll in Helsinki. I think it's about, is it already 10? Yeah, it's 1 minute past 10 local time. It's quite late to be outside this late for me, because usually I'm almost fast asleep after 10. Oh yes, the new Art Nouveau buildings, and I think they were proposing them to Kruunuvuorenranta area. Probably, I'm not exactly sure what area it was, but probably one of those new and upcoming areas of Helsinki. So Kruunuvuorenranta would be my guess. But you can probably check the Helsingin Sanomat article about those new buildings. And yes, this is the Guggenheim site, but actually right now they are planning that the new museum of, sorry, fast and noisy cars going by, but I was saying that now they are planning the new Museum of Architecture and Design to be built right here. So there might be a new museum anyway coming to this slot. But yes, no Guggenheim museum, but another museum for architecture and design. So basically what they are doing is that they want to combine two museums or two existing museums. And Design Museum and Architecture Museum are near the Johanneksen Kirkko Church right now. And if the plan goes as they wish, then those two will be moved here to a totally new building. Oh, that's nice. BMW. Yes, thank you, Markus. that was the yes, Haakkoninlahti was the exact location of those new Art Nouveau buildings they are planning. All right. But yeah, I think it's a good idea that they try to bring the new museum here. And actually, if you want to see the like a competition that is going on right now for the, like an architecture competition, there is this website called admuseo.fi, like architecture and design museum, and you can check the like the competition drawings or competition entries from that site. So admuseo.fi is the website they are running for the new museum. Old market hall right there. And I think they are having some sort of like Saturday market event tomorrow in that old market hall. Yeah, there are a lot of proposals. I think the competition was like closed a couple of weeks ago, and now they are going through all those proposals. And I think the total number was something like 600. So a lot of entries to that competition. And of course it was, or it is, an international architecture competition, which explains why so many proposals. Ooh, a little bit scaffolding and some crazy guy driving an e-scooter where they shouldn't. And he was really interested about my gimbal. And he said, just. So we might have some funny encounters and drunk people yelling. But anyway, right now we are seeing something soothing, and that is of course Havis Amanda. Let's take a closer look. No trams coming, so we can cross the street. from here. And yeah, it is still functional, like I mean pumping water. A couple of years ago we had great photos of this fountain because some of the nights were already going below 0 degrees and the water was freezing really beautifully. Oh, now it turned off. So probably they turn it off around 10 p.m. Oh, now it's on. What's going on? It came back for us. I hope it's functioning properly because they maintained the statue and the fountain for a year, so it would be a shame that it's not working, but I guess it is working right now. And now it turned off again. So a little bit strange behavior right now. It's like it can't decide if it should be on or off. Yeah, Amanda is so beautiful. Our Parisian lady representing the sea and of course representing Helsinki, the city or town that has evolved from the sea. So that's basically the story of Havis Amanda. So I think this time of the night we want to take Espoo because there might be a little bit less to see on Aleksanterin katu at the moment. So anyway, let's go through Espoo. Oh yes, Iittala Flagship store. Some beautiful vases. What are these? This is by Tapio Virkkala, yeah, and it is called Pallas. And the price of Pallas is 600 euros. And what is this one? This is called Kanto and it is 700 euros. Yeah, I think the dark green is quite nice. It is not black, it is dark green. about new Moomin mugs. Yeah, it says that winter seasonals are here. Let's see if they have any new mugs on this side. Oh no, no Moomin mugs. They are probably selling the mugs in the... Oh, there are some of course, but probably most of the mugs are sold in the new Moomin Flagship store. A little bit that way. Yeah, red color is always or often the most expensive one. And I think we are getting used to that new Iittala logo, but I think Iittala was a little bit scared after the public debate what happened when they changed the iconic logo, and they are not using that that new logo so much, and that basically the new color is orange, and of course it used to be a red. So as you could probably see, there wasn't that much new logos or new colors visible in the store. Oh, the street is blocked. They are renovating the camp hotel, and I think if we go, we must go through the park if we want to see the Moomin Flagship store. Yeah, some of the Moomin mugs are really expensive. I think the most expensive one is the really rare one that was made only for Fazer, and there might be something like 400 mugs available in the world, and that particular mug could cost like 10,000 euros or something like that. So pretty amazing prices. But yeah, a lot of people collect the mugs, and that's why some of those rare mugs are so expensive. I'm not sure about the Finlayson store. There must be one in Helsinki city center, but I'm not sure where it is. So please let me know if you know where it is, because I would like to know it myself too. And for example, there is Marimekko Flagship store in that corner. Oh yes, it might have been somewhere there on the southern part of Espoo, the Finlayson store, but I don't know if it's there anymore. At least I can't see any big signs of Finlayson. Red rooms. Red rum reminds me of that Stanley Kubrick movie, The Shining. One of my favorite movies, by the way. Jack Nicholson was great, and I think it was one of those very first horror movies I saw when I was still quite young. And I remember watching The Shining with my father, and then my dad used to, like he said, when the scary parts are coming, so I was like prepared. But yeah, Shining was really good, or is very good. I think that's the new Moomin mug right there. So there is a little bit of winter theme going on this time. Ooh, it's Muumipeikko skiing and skiing quite fast, and they have a little bowl as well. Okay, so that's the newest edition in the mug series. And this might be a nightlight. So mug is $29.90 and the nightlight is $59.90. So the mug has still a reasonable price, but you never know what it's going to be in upcoming years. Ooh, and there is a Moomin house, like miniature version of that. My neighbor used to have this type of toy when she was a kid. I still remember that she was a big fan of Moomins in the 1990s. Oh, there is a little bit of animation going on. There you go, the Moomin shop. Alright, we are back at Stockman. And where to go next? Maybe towards railway station and then back to Kamppi. Okay, there is a Finlayson shop in the mall of Tripla, so in Pasila. There you can find the Finlayson products, and they probably have many shops around Finland. But if we are talking about the flagship stores, then that might be the one in Tripla. Alright, more than 30 people watching. Hello everyone and welcome to Helsinki if you have just tuned in. And as always, it would make me really happy if you could push the like button, so then YouTube can see that this is something of an interest going on, and YouTube probably promotes my live streams and my channel to other people as well. So as always, thank you for liking and subscribing and supporting my channel. And special thanks always those people who support me via coffee. So I have had so many free cups of coffee thanks to you guys, so I can't thank you enough, and I really appreciate your support. And hello Angela, welcome, or Angela. I'm always butchering your names because that's one of my traditions. And of course you can pronounce names so many different ways. So, but anyway, I'm always trying my best. And it's quite funny if you pronounce names in a Finnish way. So basically you read the names and read the words as they are written, and sometimes people find it very funny. So Angela, in Finnish you are Angela. And yes, I'm always happy to hear that people visit Helsinki also in winter, because of course Finnish summer is iconic, but you get a quite nice experience when you visit Finland and even Helsinki in winter. And I mean, you don't have to go to Lapland to see the real Finnish winter. You can come to Helsinki or maybe some other like southern cities of Helsinki of Finland, just like Tampere or Jyväskylä or even Kuopio, because then you get the real Finnish winter experience. Yeah, we are still waiting the first snow of the season. So as you know, the autumn has been quite warm, or exceptionally warm, and that's why it might be like something like late November when we get the first snow. But next week I'm switching my car tires. So I have winter tires coming up next week. It's always good to be prepared. And yes, Emmi is a Finnish girl's name, quite beautiful one. That was a police car or police officer showing that this taxi should move from here, because I think he was a little bit blocking the traffic. Copyright music. Yeah, winter biking is a big thing in Oulu. Okay, let's get back to Kamppi. Oh no, red light. Always waiting in red light, but on the other hand we can see Sokos right here. Oh no. There was a little bit of traffic jam because there are some parked cars right here and the right lane was ending and some of the drivers didn't realize that. Oh Lord. So many noisy cars today. And good evening, Sonja, welcome. The party has just started. So you didn't really miss anything, and it's a really pleasant night in Helsinki and I'm planning to walk a little bit more. Alright. Let's go and see the hills of Amos Rex. Do they still have some art here? Yes, they have. Oh, there is a big green lady sitting down there. And she's right there. I think Amos Rex is closed at the moment because they are switching exhibitions, but at least we can enjoy some art outdoors. All right. Yeah, Angela, I think there is no more Moomin tram in Helsinki. I think I haven't heard about it in several years, so that might not be the thing anymore. So, but here's some art we can enjoy. It is by Kim Simonson and it is called The Friendship. Hello. Beautiful, beautiful squirrel holding the lady holding the squirrel, and there's another piece of art here, and now some dude is following me. So like I said, we might have some strange encounters, but he's not following me anymore. So if you can see the dude back there, he was right behind me a moment ago. But there's another piece of art. At first I thought he was like a security guard because he's wearing all black, but he was not because usually security guards say something if you say hello to them. But yeah, there's another piece of art. And the scary dude. Okay, let's keep moving. Ah, you never know what happens during a live stream. But don't worry, usually in Helsinki that type of people is not really like, they are not meaning anything bad. Yeah. Maybe he thought that it was his personal task to secure those pieces of art. You never know what's going on in their heads. But yes, he is not following us anymore. Yeah. Moonshine and Rex. And by moonshine I don't mean the drink. Ooh, let's see the Mauno Koivisto Memorial. I haven't gone or went there for a while. So let's see how it looks right now. And Markus, he was not keeping the 10 meters distance. He was right behind me when I showed you the first piece of art. But he didn't say anything. Maybe he was just interested to see what I'm holding and what is my gimbal. Oh yeah, this is amazing and really beautiful memorial for President Mauno Koivisto. And I love it how it sparkles and the lights made it sparkle. And there is the name of our president. So Mauno Koivisto between 1923 and 2017, former president of Finland. And I can't wait to get a little bit snow, because then this like sculpture is like a totally different one when it's covered in snow. And right now I don't know if you can see, but the lights are dimming a little bit and they also change colors. So a couple of seconds ago it was like yellow and orange. Now it's more like blue. the sculpture is quite new. I think it was revealed 1 year ago. So we have a tradition that when our former presidents pass or when they leave this world, they get a sculpture somewhere around the parliament house or parliament building. And this one is commemorating 100 years of Finnish democracy. Maybe we go to see Oodi. So let's go down to Baana cycling path, and from there we can go to Oodi. Oh no, we already have some so-called art right here. It didn't took that long before they start vandalizing and attacking the walls. Not cool. I don't like it. There is some sort of installation going on the top floor of Kiasma. A little bit of a video art installation. I visited Kiasma a couple of weeks ago and they were building a new exhibition to the top floor, and maybe now it's getting ready. And this is quite interesting. These are for bikes. So a little bit like containers for bikes. And it says that you should download Bike Loop app, and then you can reserve this space for your bike. And this is like a test they are doing right here. So small bike park right there. Yeah, the Kylie Minogue is coming to Finland. That's quite random, I would say, and especially in Espoo. But yeah, I think many people are going there and they are buying tickets right now.
Viimeksi. Oi onnetonta, ihan turhaa. Aivan turhaa.
The guy behind me was complaining that this bike tunnel was way too expensive and they shouldn't have built it. So that's what happens. Sometimes you get those opinions as well. So not everyone is in favor for cycling and cycling infrastructure. And yes, Oodi plays some music. It is for people that are having trouble to see and for blind people. So it's like a tune, then they can recognize the tune and they know that they are right there in front of the Oodi entrance. So that's why they are playing that tune all the time. But I think it was not playing right now. Maybe it's only during daytime. But yeah, that's the purpose of that tune. I think it was called something like a audio beacon or something like that. But yeah, basically for people with difficulties to see. And it is like that knocking sound. And actually on the other side of the new cycling tunnel there is another beacon and it plays a different tune. So if you are arriving to Oodi via that tunnel, you know when you are entering the tunnel and then you know when you are entering the Oodi entrance with that sound. Maybe we should go through the railway station, because right now I don't really know where I'm going. But it's just fun to walk. Ooh, it's nice and warm in here. Yeah. But yes, Oodi is a form of audio. Shooby-dooby-doo. Push. Shooby-dooby-doo. Yeah. And if you ever wonder what is this entrance right here, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the presidential waiting room of the railway station. So there is a dedicated spot for president and other heads of state, and back in the day when they used trains, they had a little bit of waiting room down there. So that's the presidential waiting room, and I think nowadays you can book it and have a meeting in it. So it's like a meeting room, and you can rent it if you want to see it and spend some time there. And miniature stone men watching there the entrance. Yeah, that's true. The Tsar Nikolai used that room, and if I remember right, probably also President Kekkonen, maybe. I think he was the last president to actively use the room, because after Kekkonen, presidents started to use their own cars, and they didn't use trains anymore. So that's why it has a little bit less meaning nowadays. No head of state is using the room anymore. Yeah, there is still a little bit of renovation going on. Yeah, they are renovating the tower and some of the parts of the main hall of the station. So yes, that building too is under construction right now. Yes, really cool station, designed by Eliel Saarinen. And right here on the other side we have Atheneum, the art museum, and they have just opened a new exhibition that is called Gothic Modern. And right here we have a police bus. So this is like a where they used that bus as a headquarters or mobile headquarters. So really a bit strange piece of police cars or a police car, a police bus, should I say. But anyway, yes, a new exhibition in Atheneum opened, I think, a couple of days or a week ago. And I don't know about Vapiano. What's the situation with that? Might be still around. Ooh, is there a new camera store right here? There used to be one, but I think it went out of business. Yes, it is Rajala. Rajala is right here now. Some serious lenses. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the new cafe upstairs in Atheneum is really beautiful. It's called Cafe Höjer because it was Höjer who was the architect of the building. So the cafe is named after him, Theodor Höjer. And one of the nice things is that the cafe does not have a self-service. So you go there and they seat you, and then they serve to the tables. So you don't have to walk or stand up. Service is brought to you. I said earlier that I think we won't be going to Aleksanterinкatu street, but here we are. Because just right now I'm just wandering and walking without any plan. Yeah, this part of Aleksanterinкatu is quite deserted this time of the evening. All the shops are closed and there aren't any restaurants around this section of the street. And I don't know where is the nearest Hesburger. But Hesburger has a great new vegetarian meal. So it's a totally new burger and it tasted really good. That was the cleaning car. Do you know what's the nickname of that yellow cleaning tram and maintenance tram? It's called banaani. So banana in Finnish. Probably because of the color. And yeah, it's good to have some new veggie burgers. And of course Hesburger is a really big chain, so it makes a difference when they start to serve more vegetarian food, because then it becomes like a norm that it's okay for everyone to eat vegetarian food. So that's a big thing always when these big chains of restaurant chains introduce new vegetarian options. I like it. And still some renovations going on at the church, but they have already taken down some of the scaffolding. Urban Canyon, yes. There's the government palace, fully lit. And over there, that's the city hall building, and right there, oops, sorry guys, I think we lost an audio for a moment because once again my microphone battery died, but yeah, luckily I think I got it. But yes, now we are back on iPhone audio. So the weather is 10 degrees, which means that the microphone doesn't last that long, only 2 hours. But yeah, we are back. So that's the government palace, and on the other side of the street, that's the city hall building. Alexander II right there, statue of him. Yeah, Sandstorm was filmed right there. The famous music video. Now we can see my favorite street. I think it was Marie who was already asking the street, but now we get to see it. Unfortunately, I think we don't get to see the tram going through the street because that was number 2 that just went by. But here it is. Katariinankatu Street. And I'm still waiting that they'll put the Christmas lights on. And then a little bit of snow, and then it's really beautiful. But it is quite charming right now. Yeah, let's go this way.
Jolloin niin on tietyt niin kuin
And yes, this is a bit more suiting part of the city. Like this is like a government block and government like area in Helsinki, which means that a little bit less traffic in night. Yeah, Aleksanterinкatu 16 is the oldest one. That's true. It's the Helsinki City Museum building. Yeah, Gabriel, there is a plan that they will demolish the like courtyard building of the government palace. It's basically a little bit newer building, but it's still same style of the government building itself, government palace, I mean. But now I think there was some sort of like law case or something like that going on, that they have to like re-evaluate that plan, and they are not allowed to start the building process in a way. So there might be a little chance that the old building in the middle of the government palace will be saved after all. But yeah, the plan is that the government palace is used by Prime Minister's office and the Ministry of Finance, for example, and they need more modern office space. And the plan is that when they demolish that old building and build a new one there, then they get a little bit more office space. cat is watching, I assume. That's funny. Yeah, Mikael, that's right. It was like an appeal what they made, and now they have to evaluate that plan because of that appeal. And I think it was some sort of like a association of architects or something like that that made the appeal. So they probably have a point in there, but of course it makes the process longer. That's it. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight and walking with us around Helsinki. We saw quite a lot tonight and weather was quite pleasant and warm. And I really hope that you enjoyed this walk. And if you can help me and help my channel, then I'm really happy if you could push the like button once again. So everyone, this is Kulkija saying good night from Helsinki, and I hope to see you soon. So thank you everyone once again, and bye bye.